And so there is room actually for a concept of designing the future. That sounds rather grandiose, but I think it's one of the directions we're going. Now I want to comment on system dynamics in K12 education. There's a lot of work going on there, but I don't sense that the society has a great deal of interest or a great deal of work behind that movement. And let me point out to you that the future of a field depends on K12 education. If you want to change, let us say, the course of a country, take Greece, for example. It's in bankruptcy. It's causing a turmoil all through Europe. A very simple model tells you what happened, what was going to happen, and they failed to take action in time. Probably 2 or 3 decades ago, because they had a public that had no grasp of the nature of dynamic systems. It will do you no good to model what should be done in government. It will do you no good to convince the authorities in government to agree with your model, because nothing will happen. It will only happen if you have a public that can support the rather counterintuitive ideas that modeling will produce. And to get that public, I think it's absolutely essential to have a kindergarten through 12th grade education that is far, far more than anything exists at the present time. In K-12 education, there are many projects, many class exercises, many teachers that are doing something, but they're all essentially at the introductory level, and there is no cumulative program in K-12 that runs from kindergarten through 12th grade to leave people with a deeply embedded sense of the characteristics of complex systems. One of those characteristics, I've identified 5 or 6 of some things I've written, but one is that a policy that is good in the short run is almost always bad in the long run. And that's the reason that Greece is in trouble, the reason Puerto Rico is in trouble, it's the reason that Chicago is in trouble, and it's the reason that other countries, including the United States and European countries, may be in trouble in the future. Because the short run, you borrow money to give current benefits to people, and you run up a big debt, and eventually that system comes to an end. And it's only through a public understanding of some of the fundamental natures of systems, very deeply embedded. You will not get it from a book. You will not get it from seeing a few models. You will only get it by having it driven home for 12 years. And it will take the form of models. It'll take the form of being around your city, for example. You will read the press to look for models. You will read history to look for those same dynamic behaviors, until it is just so fundamentally built into you that it's one of the first things you think of when government decisions are coming along.